Let's see here. city carved a silhouette on the ocean after dark, over the lonely and the holy and the red blood beating hearts. Up from the dirty black water, a shadow void of form raised itself out of the river, and it climbed upon the shore. Neon on the blacktop, there's a gentle rain downtown, a shadow pooling underneath me as it follows on the ground. Kissed you when I saw you, stared deep into your eyes. I meant to say I love you, but instead I said goodbye. Shadows in the city, I'm a stranger to myself. On these streets I'm someone else. Shadows in the city, like a demon in the dark, come to tear us apart. Neon city, downtown. Neon city, downtown. Neon city.
Hey, what's up, Ninja?
For all my good intentions, there's a shadow in the dark. He comes to me infrequently and breaks your perfect heart. I don't know why I do it, apologize, but it's too late. A single tear and you leave me here, and the shadow slips away. Shadows in the city, I'm a stranger to myself. On these streets I'm someone else. Shadows in the city, like a demon in the dark, come to tear us apart. Neon city, downtown. Neon city, downtown. Neon city, downtown. Neon city, downtown. Possessed by the sea, the monsters with waiting teeth, their skin shines crystalline. Rush out on an uptown train, doors open, and she walks in, she's soaking, caught in the rain, her skin shines like crystalline.
So
walking the streets at night, alone, in a river of darkness.
Slipped away. What if I kept going? What if I There's no answer, we're all just hearts that have to fight through the dangers of the rapids, through the darkness to the light. Could I find you? There, could I find you? There, if I slipped away.
Hey, what's up? Do. I don't like that. No, Ruffy is just what I call Ruffy lines. What's the music today? This is the Midnight Nocturnal. If you're drawing Batman, you gotta listen to some synth, right? Oh, thanks. Yeah.
fell in love with the feeling, didn't fall in love with you. It was a song I was singing, it wasn't meant for you. I'm sorry that I can't stay.
Which brush do I use for this? This is just a basic round brush set to 72%. Shape dynamic, smoothing, nothing. Pen pressure, that's it. And I fluctuate between this and 100% opacity. Hey, oh boy. You take 10 years to come out.
I fell in love with the feeling and your funny faces. You were beautiful and broken in all the right places. I'm sorry that I can't stay. And I'm sorry we're like years away.
Millions behind, or light years ahead. Our time is now, our time was then. And I hear your voice inside of my head, but it's just a silhouette. Do you wonder what happened to all of love?
What made you inclined towards exaggerated anime style art influences? I've always just preferred animation. Like, I never cared for Mortal Kombat. I liked Street Fighter, you know? So growing up, I always just preferred cartoons, you know? And action figures to, like, sports. I do not know what the Black Coat's daughter is. look into it. Will do. Did I do these brushes myself? Most of them. Some of these no. This chalk one I got from a buddy of mine a while back. And the LC squares. Concept artist Lin Chan? Laura Chen? I can't remember. I mostly use them for work. When I'm drawing, I just pretty much use this brush. But at work, there's brushes that they just prefer to see a certain look. So... Are some of them free? I don't know, man. I'd hate to give out brushes, bro, that someone's charging for. That's what you're wondering. Lin Chen's are, I think. I think hers are free. Gumroad, Lin Chen, Lynn. Lynn. I have the basic drawing brushes up on my inking tutorial. I'm pretty certain of it. It's just I don't feel like a lot of these I don't feel like I don't use most of these. You know, sometimes I need a certain look at work and then I jump to one of these, but I don't really use any of them. I mostly just use my drawing and this chalk brush half the time.
It is in fact a direct reflection of your own
I don't know where I got that.
intelligence. And once you are given the freedom in which to create things and to see the immediate response on the screen, then you become...
Believe me, I'm not hoarding brushes.
You go on to
Control
involve yourself in
paint
many other
brush?
things.
Control paintbrush.
It seems to be a very fantastic and hypnotic feel.
I don't know what control
Once you
paint
start, you just
brush is.
Can't stop. It's something you can't explain.
To the question of, you know, what is all this microcomputer and computer business going to do to our society? The case is that we are humans and we are much more adaptable to our environment than the computer is to its own.
Oh, I don't. Never heard of it. Lin Chen was on Gumroad. Yeah. I was just looking for some kind of
If you look at society as
sketchy brush that they were looking for at work, and she's a Disney artist, so I'm like, well, they'll probably like this, and they did. So
certain power and influence and emotion. And
that's
every
about
time you
the end of
turn
that.
the switch off of one of those persons, you've dampened the glow. It's the fundamental question of whether this society is going to find a way to make itself as rich and as powerful, and if you will, as beautiful.
Yeah, like I said, guys, I'm not.
as it can be.
Guys, I don't hoard anything. You know that.
Adventures, you gotta meet people and all this. It's sort of like an adventure, big adventure.
You know what I mean? I'm all cool with sharing. But I'd hate to be that guy that was like, I gave away their shit for free. Wish I could remember. But Lin Chen stuff's free, and that's honestly like, I just really prefer using this chalk brush.
Speaking of marketing, one of
See?
today's greatest marketing triumphs in the
But
entertainment
like,
field is
her
video
stuff's
games.
pretty close.
It's a
Like,
business which has tripled
you know,
its size in just 3 years.
there's a soft
Mark
and
Henry
the
out
square,
the
so
field and brings this special report.
that I just use that for work. When I have to do like concept painting.
All over the country, armies of young people are blasting away at invaders from outer space and paying for the privilege. I'll be looking at the electronic game craze, which has not only fascinated the nation, but which has created some interesting problems as well. Although it looked innocent enough, this machine turned out to have some unusual powers. It kept kids mesmerized for hours.
We are not a sentimental age. We don't want our parents trying to order ticker tape parades. We are not a sentimental age. We're all getting high on fire escapes. We are hooking up with strangers we will never see again. We are not a sentimental
Any good books on shape, language, and design?
We are not a sentimental age.
Good books? Oh. Shape language. Shit. You know, man, I don't really think there is. Sad to say. Masters of Anatomy do. they put some PDF book where it was like, it was a digital book, right? Where like they got a bunch of artists to do their takes on like Robin Hood. That's cool to look at. I mean, but it doesn't teach anything. It just kind of shows you what each artist thought, you know? Should get Max Grech to put out a book. Plenty of YouTube videos. Yeah, plenty of YouTube videos. There you go. Like I said, I just taught myself, so I wouldn't really know. I think the bigger trick is just seeing it, you know, like, I don't know how, it's different for everyone. That's on you, bro. Dude, there's so many artists out there. You can literally just start studying their shapes, you know, rebuilding things, so. No one can make you do it but you. Bridgeman. Yeah. That's who I studied when I was younger. I don't know, Armando, you know? Like, when I'm at work, they don't go, here's all the fucking brushes all the artists use, and if you have any questions, just let us know, we'll train you. Like, they just fucking need things, and half the time I don't even, it's not even stuff that I do, man. I just have to figure it out. You know, I mean, 50% of an artist's job is problem solving. So, if you're not good at problem solving, get good at it. a lot of these processes I come up with are just my way of figuring out how to get to an end result, man. They have nothing to do with like I developed a technique to do things that I needed to do something, you know, and I just found a way that made sense for me, you know, and it's just backed up by like very, very simple principled drawing foundations, you know, like that's it. And there's just not a lot of time, man. So many years of never going out, never going to the movies, never spending time with my friends, never sitting around, never sleeping in, never taking weekends off, never taking holidays off. You know, some of those holidays, I should have took the holidays off. And I should have slept more, but I mean, that's part of it, dude. Like, not just so I can do more work, but because I had to like figure out how to do better work. School didn't do it. I thought school would be a place that helped me get there, you know? Because I remember I told myself I'd taken myself as far as I could go. But then school is a colossal fucking waste of my life, you know? Like, it's why I don't believe, you know, spending money solves problems, you know, with art, dude. Unless you're hiring someone else to do the work for you. Even then, who knows, you know? Like, even with my limited ability, at least I have a pretty good idea of what I can produce. I don't know what other artists are going to produce. It's a crapshoot. But I made no, like, bones about it, man. I told everyone, you know, when I was 20, you know, 223, I had about 10 years before I was going to get where I needed to be. And they were just like, 10 years, you know? I'm like, yeah, I just had a pretty good idea of where I was artistically, what I wanted to do, and how long it would probably take me to do it. And just to kind of get started took me another 10 years. And even then, dude, like, that's just to get started. That doesn't... You're not going to meet a whole lot of artists who took longer to figure shit out than me. And I was trying all fucking day, every day. You know? Like, I just did not have raw talent, you know? My superpower was putting in a lot of fucking work, you know? And not trusting other artists to do shit for me or figure it out, or being reliant upon like someone to give me the answers, which is why I try to go out there and like help as many as possible. But at some point, brother, like, you know, the motivation it's just 1,000% up to you. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've been handed, you know, something to do and I'm like, no fucking clue, let alone how to do it, like even how to conjure up a fucking idea that's going to get these people excited about doing it, or me doing it, you know? And that hasn't changed, not on Spiral, not on Crash, not on anything. Like, when I did the Game Former cover, I was like, I had a week, man. They needed that cover within a week, you know? And it was like, I had a week to draw it, do the flats, and color it, you know? That's it. And they had 100 fucking games that they wanted to 100 games they wanted to get represented, man. That doesn't come from having special brushes or special talent. It comes from being like, okay, what's the first thing I gotta fucking do, you know? I need a basic layout, I need a basic tone, some color scheme I can get them behind. Once I get them on the color scheme, I can start to block in big characters. Then you always get these people who are like, why is Link small and other characters are bigger? That means... It's just like... Because they just did a fucking Zelda cover like 2 issues ago, and I didn't want Link to be the focus. I wanted games that weren't typically the focus. That's why. You know? We all know Link's a great fucking game, man. Link's gonna get a zillion covers, but how many people are gonna get a chance to put the original Secret of Mana characters on a cover? You know. Fucking Odin Sphere chick. And once you do figure it out, you gotta be willing to deal with, like, even your friends clowning it. Like, I got a friend that loves Odin Sphere, and he's like, man, you really fucked up the way she looks, man. And I'm like, thanks for the love, brother. But then you gotta make all these decisions super fast, and then, you know, I don't want to sit there and turn in a drawing that's filled with a bunch of recreated poses, which is what you see when you generally get a giant... What type of current? I'm using a Cintiq. Yeah, it's a screen you draw on. When you generally get a giant pose thing, it's usually a bunch of upper body shots or redrawn poses of things that are already done because they just collage the shit out of it. You know, every one of those things I conjured up by myself. And when I put the cover art on all the items, I had to go and draw every one of those right over it, because if you don't, it looks weird. So what I'm just trying to say is, like, there's just no tutorial for that, you know? Like, I'm in uncharted territory. And you're going to be in uncharted territory for the most of your creative career, whether it's doing just commissions or art for yourself. You're always going to be in uncharted territory, you know? Unless you're a person that does one thing over and over and over again, you know? And I'm not that guy. I'm not the guy who's going to sit there and do one thing over and over and over and over and over and over again. You know? Just not good enough. Perfectly honest with you. Some dudes out there, some gals, man, they're good enough to do that. Not me. This is a Cintiq 22-inch no touch.
I made my home in a tin top bomb, and I was so happy with 28 years of free falling. Oh, but now it's all guts and I'm balling.
How to force yourself to finish a drawing that you see as bad foundations. How do you know you can't correct because of lack of certain knowledge? Man, just look, every drawing's different, but if I go back, if I go back to like 2004, right? You know, like what I would do is take the pose and rebuild the really basic foundation, like the structure, the shapes, you know? And look, man, sometimes it's just not gonna look very great. What you will do is you'll find a part that you improved on. You know? There is a part that you will improve on. Like to say, you know what? I'm gonna fucking really nail the shit out of these hands. You know, or I'm gonna really fucking get this basic pose down, you know, like pose itself. And then if the faces aren't so great, well, the faces aren't so great. But a lot of posing, man, if you're having an issue with posing, I would highly recommend you do more gestural drawing. Gestural drawing will help you, like, you know, whether it's just type in like acrobat or sports or whatever and start drawing people as they exist in time gesturals, and then start to like, you know, really exaggerate that or make it more dynamic. They're running really push that running pose, you know, beyond what you see. You know, so it's not the drawing half the time, it's just the way you think. So no amount of noodling can really fix that. You're just fixing a bad drawing, right? So you're trying to figure out how to avoid creating the bad drawing in the first place. Well, what is your problem? The problem is maybe poses. If it's poses, maybe you don't fully understand how people are constructed. You're spending a lot of time trying to find some shapes that work. So what you need to do is start to do gesturals so that you understand how bodies work, you know, and you start to build a little muscle memory into action lines and energy. And then you can take that basic gestural as a base sketch, right? Turn the opacity down, scan it in, whatever you want to do, lightboard, and then build construction around it. You know, like reconstruct it, push it further so it doesn't look like you're tracing, you know, recreating a pose that exists in nature. You know, you can push it a little bit forward, push something into perspective, design a cooler foot, a more funner shoulder, whatever will help sell the emotion of the piece, you know? Same things with backgrounds. If you're having trouble with backgrounds, it's not going over and trying to like work the shit out of that drawing. It's okay, do you really understand perspective? If you don't, then you can lay okay basic pose but can't really shade or color it. So shading and coloring has to do with understanding how light falls upon surfaces. One. So that's the rendering part. The emotional part is how to use value and hue to create an emotion. It's not about, you know, local color is local color. You can be like, the pants are brown, the shirt is green. But how do you light a scene to invoke an emotion? Nathan Fowkes has a good discussion on schoolism. Was it pictorial composition? Light and shadow or whatever? I mean, Nathan Fowkes is a master at painting and invoking emotion. He's been doing layout art since, you know, Prince of Egypt. And it's not rendering like Nathan Fowkes. It's trying to understand, you know, how, like, taking the processes of saying, okay, what temperature, what mood, what... there is something he did, too, recently. I was watching some of it. Paid for it for a month before I just got busy with shit. But he did this thing called a workbook, where it's like how to like paint with emotion. Like 30 days was like a 1 hour thing every 30 days. It's on Schoolism. And that's like $30 a month. But if you pay for it once, you know what I mean? And it's like a screen record it, you could save it, you know? And that's pretty good because it's pretty easy practicing like drawing, like painting fear. Right? How to color fear, how to color happiness. And that might help you, you know? Before you get heavily into like, you know, trying to use rendering to save your painting will not work. If it's color, it's all about the emotion. And then you could say, okay, where's the light source? Where's the hard surface? Where's the soft edge, you know? But it's the reason why people can do little 2x3 pastels for a movie and do color key a whole film, because they're painting, you know, emotion. It has nothing to do with the rendering. Nathan Fowkes, Fowkes on Schoolism. He has a 30-day. There's this work thing he just put together called. It's like a 30-day workout. It's called Workout. Him, Ian McCaig, and them has it. Schoolism. SCHOOLISM. I'll screen snap it too, and on your Instagram and send you a screen snap just to be certain. Nathan Fox. Yeah, he's super good. And that's a guy that, you know, look, I'll always point you to people who are better than me, man. You know what I mean? Big time. Sorry, my chat, by the way, is on another computer, so it's a little bit tough for me to like type. Yeah, Nathan Fox. There you go. That's it. Mark Bucci's YouTube channel is really good too. BUCCI. He's super good. He's someone to learn from too. It's a little bit more advanced though, I would say. But he's pretty good at explaining things simply, you know? But those workout things are pretty good because they're not really based around rendering, they're based around foundational learning. Hey, what's up, Crusher?
Kids are sad, the sky is blue, there are monsters in the spare bedroom. Kids grow up and move away, they close the plant in the mall arcade. Kids are sad, their parents too, kids get high in the spare bedroom. We grow up and move away, the seasons pass but the monsters stay.
Do I know about Copic at the current? No, man, dude. If the guy is super good at, I mean, if you can learn from it, great. But when it comes to geniuses, dude, like, I just let them be geniuses, you know, because like, I'm not a genius. Did someone... They wanted a Dark Knight Returns, so I did... I'm calling it Dark Knight 95. Like, forget if the sequels had never been made, and you just fast forward to their time, the Dark Knight Returns timeline circa 1995, this is what you would have got. So blame me. Oh no, I'm not. No. I'm trying to tell you guys, I'm one of you. You know, trust me on this. I just got fortunate enough to be able to like motivate myself to figure out how to get certain places, you know, but look, dude, man, none of this comes easy, you know? Like, I'll check out that book, though, man. It's cool. On top of Mech the Band, I ever consider doing Azrael's Batman post Nightfall? Yeah, at some point. That's why I worked in his chess piece. But, at some point. Ah, thank you, Petra. Look, dude, you can get there. I'm telling you, man. Like, go on my search in my videos, Rob's old art. Right before I moved to Idaho from San Diego, I was boxing up all my stuff and I found all my old art and I went through it. And if you want to just like put it on while you're fucking, you know, doing some shit, and you'll see my old art. Like, I just pulled it all out and, you know, walked through the whole experience. There's an Azrael cameo. Yeah, there's an Azrael cameo. This shoulder cannon's Predator, but that's also because I love the Batman vs. Predator series. And then I also put a little Batman 89 hook right here, right? And then this is a nod to Prophet, right? A little bit of that going on in there. And then I'm going to do the Azrael Nightfall like this on the boots. Make them a little different down there. Classic Platt Mobius armor, right? Mobius, the comic where Batman... Yeah, he beats him up with a baseball bat. It's fucking great, right? I just figured, you know, Batman after fighting a Predator would probably go, you know, that shoulder cannon thing would help with grappling, and if I gotta take down Kryptonians. Hey, what's up, Jitten? Yeah, Bat. That was a good, I love that miniseries. I want to say it was like 92, 91. Am I on Twitch? Yeah, right now I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. You can get me at Sketchcraft Live right now on Twitch. Yeah, good. Maybe people will actually appreciate animation, right? Hey, you guys want to know a little personal secret? Speaking of the Nightfall Batman, I never do this, guys. You got to know I'm a frugal guy, all right? Just want you to know I'm pretty freaking frugal, you know? But because I did all the work on Spyro and Crash, I wanted to treat myself. And for the better part of, I don't know, since 2018, I think it was, Prime 1 put out that preview image for the Nightfall Batman statue they're doing. The Prime 1 Studio Nightfall. And I bought that son of a bitch. So that's supposed to get here between now and next spring. 35 inches tall, bro. My wife was just like, get the fuck out of here. She's like, that's it. You don't get nothing else for a long fucking time. You know? I'm like, I know. No Oculus 2, maybe even Oculus 3. None of that stuff. But I love that statue so much. See, here's a little story. The Asbats, as they call it. Yeah. After I paid taxes and bills and savings and everything else, I had a little bit left over, and I bought that fucking statue. The Asbats is what they call it, right? So when I was going to Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con 93, I was at 92, 93 through 98. So the 93 con is when they announced that Asbaz suit, you know? And all the DC guys down there were... I fucking loved it, because Joe Quesada designed it, and I loved the cover and the design of it. They fucking hated it, right? They were just like, this is not a costume you can draw panel per panel. It's a pinup. It's a cover thing, you know? And so I thought, hey, you know what? If they hate drawing that, I'll be the guy that can draw that shit. You know, I'll take that art. And that was when I sat down to start learning how to draw. That's when I kind of conjured up this whole silhouette thing, you know? Like layering in the details was because of that Asbat suit. You know? Funny part is, I've never really drawn him since. Like, I have never drawn that guy. I should do an Asbat at some point, right? How do you get such clean art? It's not really clean. But, mostly because I'm drawing over these silhouettes and I'm not doing a million lines. So, and then what I do is I erase at 70% opacity. See, I erase and it's still kind of there. And then when I draw over it, it's just keeping some of those lines, keeping that as a part. So, it's not a ton of lines. I'm drawing over these shapes. So that actually will eliminate most of your mess. Yeah, but my wife was like, "You're buying a fucking statue." I'm like, I've been looking at this for 2 years. I honestly never thought I'd be able to afford to own it, because really all my money goes towards the mortgage and helping my wife with her student loans and savings. But you know, it's what happens when you don't have kids, you know. But do I plan on having kids? Nah, it's not really something I can do, so. Year's time he will know. How do you think will affect your art? No. 42, guys. Those days are, believe me on this, it's not. It's very unlikely given certain physiological problems, so. As of my art career, it wouldn't affect anything. I would just do less side work, you know? Guys, I mean, I've always had like 5 fucking different things going on, so instead of 5 things, I'd have like 1 or 2. Huh? No, it's alright. I don't, you know, it's just, it is what it is. Yeah, I like that.
my good intentions, there's a shadow in the dark. He comes to me infrequently and breaks your perfect heart. Don't know why I do it, apologize.
To be fair, the marshals won't do crap against Predator. Yeah, right. Yeah, I appreciate it, guys, you know. I try. Honest to goodness, if I can somehow do it, then, you know, it is possible.
I'm a stranger to myself. On these streets, I'm someone else. Shadows in the city, like a demon in the dark, come to tear us apart.
I want to do something with that, but I don't know what I want to do. Window, workspace, view. Something needs to happen there. Just don't know what that is yet.
Rush hour on an uptown train, doors open, and she walks in, she's soaking, caught in the rain, her skin shines like crystalline. Eyes meet, you know where this goes, her key
I need to work that shape out.
So all the bodies buried under floorboards. Sailors knew sirens would sing from rocks off the cliffs by the sea. The monsters with waiting teeth, their skin shines crystalline.
I like it.
Rush out on an uptown train, doors open. As she walks in, she's soaking. Caught in the rain, her skin shines like crystalline.
I don't want to do that. See, like, this isn't hard to draw, it's just figuring out what I want to draw. Like, I have literally no pre-planned sketch or any idea whatsoever. Like, just made this up as I've gone along. Black and white, yeah. I'll probably do some kind of color thing at some point, but it's a black and white commission. I'll probably just color this rough thing the same way I did the Youngblood, if you see that, you know? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Just have a giant Power Rangers thing I have to do. After this I have a Lobo thing and a giant Power Rangers thing. So when all that shit's done, I'll probably come back to this. And I'm not going to take commissions for a while. Doesn't mean I'm not going to do fan art on the weekends, it just means I'm not going to take commissions for a while. I don't think the spikes are going to matter any because she's going to be sitting on the ground.
There's no answer, we're all just hearts that have to fight through the dangers of the rapids, through the darkness to the light. Gotta find you. There, gotta find you. There, if I slipped away.
No. No, I'm not. Extreme, get it? 95. I didn't feel like drawing that foot again. Hey, you almost got there. Better than not doing anything though, right? That's weird. I want to make the Miller logo the actual Batman, so I'm going to trace it. Because I don't feel like figuring that out. Great. Great. Bring it up, more up this way.
I fell in love with the feeling, didn't fall in love with you. It was a song I was singing, it wasn't meant for you. I'm sorry that I can't stay, and I'm sorry we're like years away.
I bite your lip, and you taste like summertime. I can't forget the days when you were mine. Do you wander the streets every night just to find me too? Like years, echoes in the streetlights, in between those spaces, in the moments. Come and find me where we let go.
You know, I think on Spyro, I only drew him once, and that was for that piece that's on the table of contents.
I fell in love with the feeling and your funny faces. You were beautiful and broken in all the right places.
I kind of drew his head a little bit
That I can't stay.
and a level I can't mention, but yeah. When the game comes out, I can talk about that, but that's about it.
Millions we had.
Yeah, I didn't really draw him until that piece, right at the end. Oh, that was figured out before I came on board, so they had Nicholas. Nikos and all those guys were doing that. How many times I had to draw Crash and Coco? Dude, that a million fucking times. Totally fucking opposite. A million friggin' times. Oh yeah. That's because it had to go through. That piece got really art directed, bro. I didn't get to pick how it looked. Sometimes you get to do what you want, sometimes you gotta do what they want. And that piece was what they wanted. My Crash piece. There is no giant Crash piece of art for me on this game. Lots of Wumpa Fruit too. Oh yeah, a lot of Wumpa Fruit. Yeah, I can't really talk about Crash too much, man. Until after the game comes out. Because then, you know, this shit ends up on a million fucking YouTube videos. And then they're like, Crash artist says, and then, you know, I get a phone call. And I lose my job. So, we don't want Rob to lose his job, right? I just bought a statue. Yeah, I mean, every day there's like some Crash video about something. It's like awesome to see, man, but it's just like I just pull away from it and work on whatever I need to work on, you know? Like, people will love or hate, I don't know. You know? I think the game is pretty freaking awesome, but please don't. Okay, so this going to bring in a little bit. Crash concept art is confirmed. He drew Crash. Like, big spoiler. Okay, let's take this, put it all the way up here, and we need to take all this fucking shit. Turn that up. So annoying. So freaking annoying.
A computer is an educational device. It is in fact a direct reflection of your own imagination, your own intelligence. And once you are given the freedom in which to create things and to see the immediate response on the screen, then it becomes a very enjoyable experience. You go on to involve yourself in many other things.
It seems to be a very fantastic and hypnotic field. Once you start, you just can't stop. It's something you can't explain.
To the question of what is all this microcomputer and computer business going to do to our society? The case is that we are humans and we are much more adaptable to our.
Have you seen how to think when you draw the other team? No, I have not.
If you look at society as simply
Helpful?
the collective contribution of millions of human beings who carry in themselves certain power and influence and emotion, and every time you turn the switch off of one of those persons, you dampen the glow. It's the fundamental question of whether this society is going to find a way to make itself as rich and as powerful, and if you will, as beautiful as potentially it can be.
The building stuff I'll work out on the page.
You gotta meet people and all this. It's sort of like an adventure, big adventure. It's just fun.
No, never heard of it. I'll look at it.
Speaking of marketing, one of today's greatest marketing triumphs in the entertainment field is video games. It's a business which has tripled in size in just 3 years. Ron Hendren went out in the field to bring us this special report.
All over the country, armies of young people are blasting away at invaders from outer space and paying for the privilege. I'll be looking at the electronic game craze, which has not only fascinated the nation, but which has created some interesting problems as well.
It's mostly gonna be silhouette anyway, so I don't really care.
This machine turned out to have some unusual powers. It kept kids mesmerized for hours.
We are not a sentimental age. We don't want our parents trying to order ticker tape parades. We are not a sentimental age. We're all getting high on fire escapes. We are hooking up with strangers we will never see again. We are not a sentimental age. We are not a sentimental age. When I dream, we're all melting together, synchronized in a mass embrace. Beads of water folded together like a North Shore wave. How strange, we're parts of each other. How strange, I'll never even know your name.
I like Batman Beyond.
We are not a sentimental age. On our shoulders is a boulder of a debt we cannot pay. We are not a sentimental age. Diagnosis says I tend to disengage. I'd rather have my privacy, I'd rather have my space. These are just the pills I have to take. We are not a sentimental age. When I dream, we're all melting together, synchronized in a mass embrace. Beads of water folded together like a North Shore wave.
Later.
I'll never even know your name. I'll never even know your name. We are not a sentimental age. We don't want our parents' China or their ticker tape parades. We are not a sentimental age. We are not a sentimental age.
I like the Kenny Wayne Shepherd opening that he did to the Return of the Joker. That was dope. But I like the series, man. I've always felt that it should have been a movie a long time ago.
The sky is blue, there are monsters in the spare bedroom. Kids grow up and move away. They close the plant, then the mall arcade. Kids are sad, their parents too. Kids get high in the spare bedroom. We grow up and move away. Seasons pass, but the monsters stay. Kids are sad, the sky is blue, there are monsters in the spare bedroom. Kids grow up and move away. They close the plant, then the mall arcade. Kids are sad, their parents too. Kids get high in the spare bedroom. We grow up and move away. Seasons pass, but the monsters stay.
Alrighty, so now I need to think about how I'm going to do
We're the monsters and fire breathers. We were the quiet sunrise leavers. You were a good girl. What could I do? I was a lost boy when I met you. Hold me till I'm not lonely anymore. It's only the crashing of the ocean to the shore. 'Cause in the dark there are no strangers, there are no strangers at all. 'Cause in the dark there are no strangers, there are no strangers at all. I was a lost boy when I met you. I was a lost boy, I was a lost boy. I was a lost boy when I met you. I was a lost boy, I was a lost boy. in the dark, there are no strangers, there are no strangers at all. There was a lost war when I met you. There was a lost war, there was a lost war. There was a lost war when I met you. There was a lost war, there was a lost war. There was a lost, there are no strangers. There was a lost war, there was a lost war. There was a lost war when I met you. There was a lost war, there was a lost war. There was a lost, there are no
place under the sun. There's a song on the Sahara wind that lifts you to your feet again. The dance is on the clockwork stars that pulses through a beating heart. And she was born in a tenement, walk up with shit for nerves. You know, she never learned to talk to adults. She said everything's easier in here. Like the dancer with bruises who gathers the cash when the music is through. No, she don't look back. I've come to look for America too. All I ever wanted was a spot in the mountains with an 8-frame cabin and nobody counting our days, or cursing or praising our name. But the best we could do was to enter the void like a wide-eyed child waking up to the noise of East Harlem. Don't they see that we're starving? Like the dancer with bruises who gathers the cash when the music is through. No, she don't look back. I've come to look for America too. And we stole the car on the 4th of July. I pawned my guitar and we drove through the night. I've come to look for America too.
Hey, thanks. I'm working on it. Trying to figure out how much shadow I should use.
Kids are sad, the sky is blue, there are monsters in the spare bedroom. Kids grow up and move away, they close the plant, then the mall arcade. Kids are sad, their parents too. Kids get high in the spare bedroom. We grow up and move away, the seasons pass but the monsters stay. Kids are sad, the sky is blue, there are monsters in the spare bedroom. Kids grow up and move away, they close the plant, then the mall arcade. Kids are sad, their parents too. Kids get high in the spare bedroom. We grow up and move away, the seasons pass but the monsters stay. Kids are sad, the sky is blue, there are monsters in the spare bedroom. Kids grow up and move away, they close the plant in the mall arcade. Kids are sad,
Hey, thanks, Robert. I did take a nap for a couple hours. Hey, Diego. I do not speak Spanish. Someone translate that for me? I will be happy to answer. Oh, it's okay. I'm sorry, I don't speak. Normally I'll just type it into Google, but the chat's on my other computer right now. It's a little bit of a pain. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Sorry for the trouble. Hey, I appreciate it. Truly I do, I really do. Thank you, Diego.
City carved a silhouette on the ocean after dark. Over the lonely and the holy and the red blood beating hearts.
Ah, thanks, Adrian. Just trying to figure out some of this background.
neon on the blacktop. There's a gentle rain downtown, shadow pooling underneath me as it follows on the ground. Kissed you when I saw you, stared deep into your eyes. I meant to say I love you, but instead I said goodbye. Shadows in the city. I'm a stranger to myself. On these streets I'm someone else. Shadows in the city. Like a demon in the dark, come to tear us apart.
Do you not bring the camera closer, or do I always? This is literally how I see it. So it's just sharing my screen. So, okay. super close. So yeah. I tend to work zoomed out when I'm working out the lighting. So sorry.
It comes to me infrequently and breaks your perfect heart. I don't know why I do it. Apologize, but it's too late. A single tear and you leave me here, and the shadow slips away. Shadows in the city. I'm a stranger to myself. On these streets I'm someone else. Shadows in the city. Like a demon in the dark.
Hi, thank you. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to do the lighting here. I do not want to do that. How long did I draw it for? 3 plus 2. It's about 5 hours. About 5 hours. A lot of it's just figuring out what I wanted to do. I had no idea what I was gonna do with this when I started. So probably wasted a good hour or two. It's probably about a 3 to 4 hour job normally, maybe 3, if I knew what I was doing. But what I'll do is I'll print out the basic lines and ink it traditionally next weekend. So I'm just figuring out my lighting guide right now.
The problem with believers, they let anyone in the door. The problem with deceivers is all the bodies buried under the floorboards.
So I think that lighting will work. I think it will. I want shadows, but I don't want too much, you know. I definitely want shadows. Let me try just a couple experiments.
Silence would sing from rocks off the cliffs by the sea. The monsters with waiting teeth, their skin shines crystalline.
Yeah, that's not it. Hey, what's up, Dave? Take a long time to sketch and really made indescribable with detail. Yeah, the trick is I use this blobby technique, man, where I blob in shapes over, and then I just draw the details over the shapes. So that cuts out a lot of time. I'm kind of erasing details as I throw in the shadows, but there's no way around that, other than to put no shadows in, but I sort of think Batman needs shadows, right? Something wrong about Batman who's not half in shadow, no matter how detailed he is.
Rush out on an uptown train, doors open, and she walks in, she's soaking, caught in the rain, her skin shines like crystalline.
Question is, do I cover up the mouth? Right? What do you think, guys? Do we cover up the face? Or don't we? That's a good question. That's a good question. It's super badass when you cover the face, though. Right? Looks more threatening. Yeah, I appreciate it, Maori. Trick is the emotion, though. The emotion. One's a man and the other one is clearly a fucking monster. I don't even think there's a way to go halfway. There's no real way to go halfway on that. Yeah, no clue, Diego. You like it covered. That's 2 for covered. I got a feeling that's a 50-50 question. You know what I'm saying? Am I going to color this? This is going to be a black and white drawing, but I'll do a colored version at some point. Just it's a commission, so... I could always do a version later when it's colored that doesn't have any covered face. You know what I'm saying? So, there's just something about Batman's face covered up. Right? Am I wrong on it? Look, I'm not going to delete the lines. I'll have a version later that has all the details, you know? I don't... I'm just looking at that like... That's mean, man. It's crazy how that just changes, right? Like it goes from being like an action figure, right? Like I'm ready for battle to I will fucking murder you. Like, that is nuts. So I won't delete the lines, I'll save them. But for this piece, I'm definitely going to do a shadowed face, I think. Just because... That's the emotion! The emotion! It's a strong silhouette, dog. I'm ready. Right! I don't know about that. I like the Miller horns, man. I don't think so. I'm not a big fan of like this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fan of... I'm like, yeah, I don't. I like it on like Nightfall, but this is more of a Miller Batman, so... You want the nubby ears. Feedback's cool, Mari. Don't worry about all that, you know? Whether I take it or not, man, I appreciate it, you know? Dude, let's do the Kelly Jones shit, dude. I love Kelly Jones art, by the way. But let's do... How about that, huh? Ah, that's fucking hilarious. You know what he looks like? He looks like a rat creature. Someone get that Batman a quiche. I love it. It's like he got all badass looking and everyone can't stop laughing at the ears. Oh, that's hilarious. Like no one told him, right? Like coming out the door like, fuck it, you know? Alfred's like, looks great, Master Bruce. Fucking idiot. It's hilarious. I know, right? That is funny, man. Hey, look, dude, to be fair, looks a little bit like Norm Brayfogle stuff, and I'm a huge fan of Norm Brayfogle, you know? Shadow of the Bat issues 1 through 3, was it? With Stealth Freeze's covers are amazing. They do those long ass ears, man. They do them. I don't know. It's funny. This takes a lot of talent, I think, to make that work. I don't know, it might be beyond Rob. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm gonna go covered, man. Because I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that. Oh. This was a fucking pain in the ass, man, but I think it's gonna be worth it. Alright, guys. It's 4 o'clock. I'm done. I finished an hour early. You know what that means? That means I get to go and... I don't know if I'll play a game. I'm going to probably read... Yes, deficiencies. I might read... I might play... I might be able to get a little bit of gaming in, but before I go to sleep in an hour. But I'm going to have a glass of wine, try to relax for an hour, get some sleep. I'm going to be drawing this live streaming next weekend. Alright, so during the week I can't really stream much because of work right now, so just can't do it. But I will be streaming this traditional inks on paper next week. So appreciate all the feedback, guys, really do. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for keeping me company. Can't believe I drew that. It's crazy. Not what I typically draw, man, but it's super fun. I love it. This I actually like. It's crazy. Alright, thanks guys. Really appreciate it. Y'all take it easy, alright? I will see whoever I can see next weekend. All the videos will be stored on the YouTube channel. For those on the Twitch you want to know, you can check them there. They will never delete until they delete them. But I won't delete them. See y'all later. Peace. The show is over.